Today's brand is such a perfect match for Hainan, but I won't spoil it just yet. But I can tell you, at this Hainan's Expo, they've got a booth here. So let's go over and take a look. Mr. Jivon, hi!
Hello.
How do you feel this time?
This one actually is my third time in Hainan Expo. Yeah, so this round we make our booth more colorful, more vibrant, and more attractive.
I can feel, they really give off a strong island vibe here.
Yes, that is our brand identity, so we would like to show to everyone. And also we want to promote our products because now we already have 2 outlets in Hainan Island. One in Haikou and another one in Sanya.
Here's a funny question. How's the brand name Fipper came about? Is there a connection to flip-flops since the pronunciation sounds so similar?
Yeah, since this brand is founded, it was originally came from the word flip-flop. So we are thinking of flip-flop lover. That's why how we joined this name together become a Fipper.
So my guess is correct, right?
Yes, you are right.
In Hainan, we islanders really love sandals and flip-flops. A good pair of flip-flops is like a must-have. How about the situation in Malaysia?
Actually, Malaysians share a very similar culture as the people in Hainan. So we also treat flip-flop, slippers as in the daily activities. Yeah, so like a lot of people wearing slippers to the shopping malls, to the beach, for leisure, and even the kids 3 years old, they also know how to wear the flip-flops.
So yeah. It's the same here in Hainan?
Yeah, exactly, yes. So that's why we think that we must bring these products to Hainan. It's our classic models.
I'm attracted by this area. I mean, I love this kind of colorful patterns. It's really suit for my personality.
Yeah, actually this is our collaboration version. Yeah, with a very famous Malaysian brand. This pattern actually inspired by the batik culture in Malaysia. And I think you know about batik.
Yeah, I know batik. It's kind of like a typical costume in Malaysia, right?
Yes, correct. It's wear by the Nyonya in Malaysia.
Instead of choosing big cities like Shanghai or Shenzhen, Fipper chose Hainan as the first store in China. Why did you decide on Hainan as the right place to start?
For us, as a Fipper, we have many successful stories. We are the penetration of islands. So for example, in Indonesia, we penetrated to Indonesia, we are Bali Islands. So when we started off in Bali Island, only we expanded to bigger cities like Jakarta, Surabaya, Medan. So same goes to Japan, and I think Hainan is definitely the best destination for us to penetrate to China market.
It's just because it's an island?
Yes, and also because of the policy, the Hainan Free Trade Zone. So Hainan allows us to leverage on the early harvest state, and I think the policy is very benefit to the business like us.
Your store in Sanya and Haikou have been operating for a while. How are they doing right now?
Firstly, for brand awareness was already there. Yeah, we were very surprised that the local in Hainan already know us and they are friends of Fipper. Also, this helping us and give us a lot of confidence to penetrate to this China market. So secondly, we think that Hainan is exactly different than the market in Malaysia, because here is more seasonal. So especially like winter time, a lot of people flying off from North China came to Hainan for the vacation. We need to know how to plan our inventory and also how to refill stock, replenish stock on time to capture the market.
And looking back, if you hadn't joined that event, your path to Chinese market would be totally different.
To be precise, my first connected to China began actually from Alibaba Entrepreneur Program, which was happened about 6 years ago. However, for this Hainan exhibition, so it was also important for us to start the physical retail store. Yeah, if we didn't came here, I don't see the overwhelming result and response from the crowd here. I won't open the retail store. Yeah, we never think about retail store in China. Like what you say, if we never come here, definitely, I think my first store maybe will be another 3 years, 5 years later. Yeah.
It's like a huge change to your business life, right?
Yes, definitely.
At first, you're just an exhibitor, and right now you are an investor here in Hainan. So how can you feel that shift?
The transition to investor happened when I joined this Hainan Expo. It bridged the gap between the interest to now become the investment. So today we are not just bringing in the product from Malaysia to sell here. We also bring in the capital, we're creating a local job opportunities and also building a long-term brand presence here. So I think this Hainan Free Trade Port has really bring me to become a committed local stakeholder.
So as an international brand that bringing products from Malaysia to Hainan, have you benefited from any free trade policies? And can you walk us through a simple example?
As an imported brand, we benefit significantly from the zero tariff list and also the 15% corporate income tax, which even lower than Singapore, our nearer countries. So if we look at a single pair of the signature flip-flop, the integrated tax burden is roughly about 10 to 15% lower than coming in from other regions. So this allows us to maintain a brand image while offering a highly competitive pricing in the Chinese market and to the Chinese consumer.
And are you thinking about using Hainan as a bigger hub for not just for China but for the whole RCEP region?
If we grow to a certain scale in China, Hainan definitely will be our first choice to establish a high-end processing and also assembly center. So whichever to help us to lower down the inventory costs and faster the product turnover. So besides that, we also excited to upgrade Hainan into the regional distribution in China because of Hainan unique trade status. So for the challenge that I see, there might be the material supply where we need a very high quality rubber. Now we actually get from Thailand. So I wonder whether we can get a similar quality with the consistent supply in Hainan as well.
And what's your future plan here in Hainan?
Given the Hainan rapid development and also its status as a tourist destination, I believe the market here at least can support for 8 outlets, flagship store in Hainan. So moreover, we are very interested in expanding beyond Haikou region. I believe Wanning is a very suitable place for us. It caught my attention as a surfing city. Besides, we are also extremely keen to enter the duty-free channel, such as the CDF.
So after running 2 stores in Hainan, have you learned any Chinese consumers, like their taste, shopping habits, or price sensitivities, and how does Hainan fit into your overall strategy in China?
As our presence in the Hainan grows, China tourists are increasingly recognizing us and seeking out Fipper when they travel to our hometown in Malaysia. So not only that, this year also marked as the 51st anniversary for the China-Malaysia diplomacy, and also we find that this is a great sense of responsibility for us to be here. And also I think Hainan just not a port itself, it's also become a global gateway for us to penetrate the entire China and also the outside countries.